A beautiful good morning to you and welcome to Nzema GH Multimedia News. Here are the top stories for today. Jomoro residents stop a planned mining operation in Akpatasi over fears of illegal mining and galamsey. Coming up, Interior Minister Mohammed Mubarak and ex-NADMO boss Reverend Odin appear once on flood record. Also coming, Parliament clashes over flood. And lastly, President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, calls for an action against reactive governance. I'm Feshko Adichie, and here are the details of this story. In Jomoro, residents of Akpatasi stopped a planned mining operation they suspect is galamsey, over fears of their water and farmlands. Mr. Adom, speaking for the Mineral Commission, told the crowd that the activity had government approval and was legit. However, the salt cutting ceremony has been put back until further notice. Moving on, Ghana just recorded its worst floods ever, said the Interior Minister, Mohammed Mubarak.
If you look at the statistics that we received from the Ghana Meteorological Agency, it clearly states that in the month of June, we normally expect a lot of rains. But what happened yesterday gave us 169.2 millimeters of water. And this is the fourth largest volume of water in a day since 1995. And for the month of June, we had a total in month of June of 593.2 millimeters of water. And Mr. Speaker, is the highest our country has ever received in its history in 1 month, 593.2. The closest was in 2002, and that was 420.6 millimeters. And the other one was 2015, 380.3 millimeters. And these statistics, Mr. Speaker, I'll make it available for the House, are the things that so it clearly shows that, yes.
Elibo in the Jomoro district of Western Region, Accra Tema Community 18 and Alajo were badly hit by this rainfall. We will take a short break right now. Welcome back to Nzema GH Multimedia News. Still on the floods. Parliament debated Accra's flood on June 30th, 2026. The minority faulted government for no formal statement, while the majority cited urgency and 350 million cedis for mitigation. Lawmakers also pushed for a dedicated ministry, stricter zoning, and faster action on delayed Garrid projects to break Accra flood record. The President John Dramani Mahama yesterday warned government against a cycle of reactive flood management, following an on-ground assessment of the recent Accra flood. The President said he stressed the need for proactive, long-term investment in drainage, sanitation, and flood mitigation, rather than abandoning repairs once the details subsides.
We've said this many times, I'm tired of hearing it, but anytime you begin to take action and you start breaking houses, people think that government is inhumane. But when the problem arises like this flood, it affects everybody. And so all of us have been affected because of the conduct of a few people blocking the channels and preventing the water from passing. And so we'll call a National Security Council meeting. We're asking every district to identify, together with the Works and Housing Ministry, where the blockages in the channels are as they pass through the district assemblies, so that we can earmark those places for removal. We'll not only break the houses, we have to move the rubble out of the way, because there's no use breaking a house and leaving the rubble in the waterway. It's just the same as leaving the house. And so it's going to be quite a major issue in order to resolve the problem of Accra. But ultimately, the other solution will be to decongest Accra. And that's why we're planning that we move some of the city out, that is the major government departments, and then also create a new center of growth so that our people will start building outside Accra in a new city instead of everybody looking for some space in Accra to build. So, but that's a long-term solution. Like I said, it's a 20-year project. They are still working on the designs. Once they do that, we'll demarcate. People can start buying plots. If they like, they can start building houses. We'll do the roads, bring the water and electricity so that it eases the pressure on Accra as a city. But I just want to express my sympathy with people who have lost property. Loss of property has been very extensive, and I want to thank the military, NADMO, the police, and the Hydro Works and Housing Ministry, and all the emergency response team, 48th Engineers Regiment, for the rescue that they did. I've seen many of the videos where people had to be carried out of their houses. They deployed their boats, and they helped to save quite a lot of lives. NADMO will do what it can to try and identify the victims and see how we can just support them in a way in the next few days. I've asked the Minister of Finance to release some money from the contingency fund so that we can do some post-flood relief for persons who have been affected. And so let me again express my sympathy, but let us change our attitude and let us find a permanent solution to this Accra flooding problem. We shouldn't become like the vulture who, anytime it is raining, he says as soon as it stops raining, he'll repair his roof. And then as soon as it stops raining, he says, oh, it has stopped raining, so there's no need to repair the roof. This time should be different.
That brings us to the end of today's morning news. For more updates, follow us on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram on Nzema GH Multimedia News. Thank you for watching. I'm Faith Godichi. Until next time, remain blessed.